Africa Global Radio. Our story, our growth, our future.
Headlines across Africa.
You are welcome to Headlines Across Africa for today, 5th February 2024. I am Mary Agyepomah-Kissi. In the headlines, Ethiopia bans importation of non-electric cars. U.S. court urges Biden administration to examine unflagging support of Israel's military siege in Gaza. And South Africa's Tyla wins inaugural Best African Music Performance at 2024 Grammy Awards. Ethiopia's Minister for Transport and Logistics, Ale Musimi, has announced that automobiles cannot enter Ethiopia unless they are electric ones. The European Union last February had also approved a law that will ban the sale of combustion engine cars in its member states from 2035. Minister Simi highlights the implementation of new practices in strategic affairs, touching on the ministry's initiatives related to green transport initiatives throughout the country. He explains that efforts to establish charging stations for electric cars remain a high priority, and that the nation's inability to access favorable foreign exchange resources has contributed to its inability to continue importing gasoline and diesel. U.S. federal court says, as the International Court of Justice stated in a provisional ruling last month in a case of genocide in Gaza, it is plausible that Israel's conduct amounts to genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. Judge Jeffrey White of the court in Oakland, California, however, concluded that he could not order the Biden administration to stop its support of Israel's military campaign in Gaza, as that would interfere in the executive's right to conduct foreign policy. Nonetheless, the court implores defendants, the Biden administration, to examine the result of their unflagging support of the military siege against the Palestinians in Gaza. In its ruling, the court acknowledged that the prohibitions on genocide are fundamental and binding international law. The California case was brought by the NGO Defense for Children International, Palestine, which charged the Biden administration with failing in its duty to prevent and otherwise aiding and abetting the unfolding genocide in Gaza. With African music triumphing from Grammy recognition to worldwide influence, one of the new categories in this year's Grammy Awards, Best African Music Performance, has seen South Africa's Tyla a victor in her first ever Grammy nomination with her viral hit song Water. The new category had the likes of Nigeria's Asake, Ira Star, Burna Boy, and Davido also nominated. The category symbolizes a significant acknowledgement of regional musical traditions and highlights various African music genres, including Afrobeat, Afropop, soukous, shabi, chabi, benga, bongo, flavor, Fuji, and highlife. These genres, deeply rooted in cultural expressions, echo across dance floors not only on the continent but worldwide. This recognition includes recordings that utilize exceptional local expressions across the African continent, reflecting the richness and diversity of African music. And that's our wrap-up Headlines Across Africa today, 5th February 2024. We'll come your way tomorrow with more news right here on Africa Global Radio. I am Mary Agyepomah-Kissi.
For this and more, check us out on africaglobalradio.com. On Facebook and YouTube, Africa Global Radio. On Twitter and Instagram, AF Global Radio.